Alright, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's burgers, steak burgers. We're frying them up with some beautiful green fried tomatoes, southern style. We're going to show you how to turn this into some beautiful steak burgers, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Alright, so it's steak burgers today, and we're just going to show you how to get this done. Now, these green tomatoes, we're going to put these to the side for now, and we're just going to show you this part first. So we're using chuck steak. It's a decent sized chuck steak, and what you want to do is start getting this cut up to go into our blender. So normally people put this through their meat grinder and they grind this down, but a steak burger is not going to be ground meat, it's going to be sliced down meat. So a piece of chuck like this is perfect for it. It offers enough fat, and you just want to get your pieces small enough down like this that they'll go into this food processor and get them knocked down. So this is the part where you really want to watch your ratios, because the burgers need enough fat in them and not chunks, because the meat is not going to be finely ground, as you'll see. So get the pieces of meat smallest that you can get them, and in the food processor they go. Now, if you guys never had a steak burger and had your meat this way, it's a completely different texture, and it's just a beautiful burger. And then we're going to fry this up in a cast iron pan and really bring out the beauty of this meat. See, when you grind something down, you lose something. But when you keep it almost in a steak form, you got the beautiful bite. And nothing beats this burger. This happens to be one of my favorite. And you're going to do about a burger a grind. Since we're not grinding, you could say slicing. I'm going to feel it out. And that should about equal one burger. And you don't want to go any more than this, because you want room for this food processor to get a hold of that meat. So that's about where you want it. It takes you a little bit more time, and for you guys that don't have a grinder, this works out spectacular. Going to pulse it. Kind of look at your meat. See where you are. I'm going to check this out and see if that's where I want it. That's about perfect. That's where I want it. Almost like steak tartare. So we're going to pull this off. We're going to get the meat out of here. So what I'll do is I'm going to get the meat back onto the cutting board like that. So we'll put this back on. And I'm just going to make up one burger now, so you see where we're going with this. I'm going to look around. The meat is perfect. That's what you want, just like that. And if you see any pieces in there that look suspect, you can also cut those with your knife. But this is perfectly cut up where you want it. All right, so now let's make our burger. Do not pack this thing. So you want to make it about there, but don't pack it. And this piece, like I said, this piece could have been hit a little bit better by the food processor. But we're just going to take our knife and just cut it. And there you have it. Now we're going to put it into our steak burger. And now you see why we call it a steak burger, because it really is a steak burger. Just pack it like that. Roll it like this. And that's how you want it. Just a gentle pack on there. So you're really not packing it, you're just rolling it. There it is. All right, so we're going to get to grinding the rest of this meat. And we're going to meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so our burgers are done. We're just going to show you these. And while we're showing you these, we're just going to take out 4 of these, because that's what we're rolling with tonight. We're only rolling with 4 of these tonight. So we're going to get these out. I'm going to put this one back. That one's for my dogs for later on. That's a small one there. Gotta hook those guys up. And now I'm gonna put these off to the side. I'm gonna show you how to get these seasoned. So, salt. And I got a homemade rub here. So I'm gonna salt one side, actually both sides, but just one side for now. Good amount of that salt on there. This is a homemade rub. Onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and a little oregano. That's the Pitmaster rub. You guys put as much or as little of that in as you want, and you'll have it perfect. So let's just turn these guys over. But you can see all of that nice meat in there. And it's not ground, it's cut up like steak. So let's just put that there. Get that on there. Hit it with a good amount of that rub. And then we'll hit it with some salt on this side too. Just like that. All right, and there you have it. We're gonna set these off to the side. And let's show you how to get these tomatoes done. So these are green tomatoes. They're unripe tomatoes. And most people don't know what to do with these. So this is what tomatoes look like before they're ripened. They're green. They don't come red, they turn red. So if I were to leave these out and leave these out for probably about a week, they would start to turn red. All right, so we're gonna take our knife, cut that one top layer off, and then we're gonna just cut slices, just like that, in our tomato. So we're going with 4 burgers. So we're gonna do 4 tomatoes to go over top of that. So that's all we need for now. And you can still fry up these pieces too. I'm not gonna fry them up right now, but you can still fry them up. I'm gonna cut this one again, and I might just fry this and just have it on the side, just like that. So we got those. I'm gonna put these in a little cast iron for now. And we're just gonna show you how to get the batter together for this. All right, so we got 2 eggs here. Let's bring in a bowl. Crack these 2 eggs. You could use any eggs you want. I'm just happen to use them brown today. So we're gonna beat these up. I got some flour here and some breadcrumb. Now that breadcrumb happens to be Italian breadcrumb, but you guys can use whatever breadcrumb you want. Sometimes I use fresh. All right, so we got our eggs. Now this is our flour. Now our flour doesn't usually come seasoned, but I'm gonna season this one today. So I'm gonna put a little seasoning in there. Mix it up. And now we are ready to go onto the stove with all this. So we'll meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, ready to get this going. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use the egg wash. We're gonna get our tomatoes in the egg wash. So after they go in the egg wash, we're gonna go into the flour with them. Just like that. Then we're gonna go back into the egg wash, like that. And then we're going in to the breadcrumb. And now my pan's getting hot, so I'm gonna drag it off the heat and go into the breadcrumb with it. Now we're frying in olive oil. That's what we're frying in. And now I'm going to go directly into my oil. Just like that. And then turn down my heat a little bit. And then I'm going to get it back over onto the eye. Doesn't take long. for these guys. And then I'm just going to repeat. The egg wash, some flour, more egg wash, and then breadcrumb. And then into the oil. Just like that. All right, we're gonna get these fried up and we're gonna meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to get these out. So we put 2 more in and we're gonna get these guys out. Look at that, beautiful. There is nothing like southern fried green tomatoes. All right, I'm gonna just turn these over. And then we'll meet you back here to do those burgers, so stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, time to get these burgers in. That pan is nice and hot. I got tallow in that pan. And yes, that is cast iron we are frying these in. And just like that. Now once you put them in, I got a little bit of oil on the bottom, the tallow. Give them a little rock and let them go. Don't touch them till they build up a beautiful crust. And once they do that, we'll flip them. We'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to flip these. Very gently. Get them up, under, use my spoon, get them over. Look at that, beautiful. That's how you want that. Don't press them down. Just let them go. And then we're going to turn them again. And one more time. We'll meet you back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're going to go over one more time with these. I'm just going to lift up. Get my spatula underneath. And go over. Just the tip of the spoon. Get them over. All right. Now that we got them over, I'm going to get them next to each other, and then I'm going to get my lid on. Just like that. And drop them down on medium heat. And let them cook from the inside out. So we did both sides. I flipped them back on the other side. I'm going to go again and I'm going to bring them back on the other side in about 5 minutes. So total cooking time for this, nice and easy, it's about 12 to 15 minutes. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, time to flip these again. This is the last flip. It's smelling like a steakhouse in here. Now the reason why we're putting that lid on is so they cook from the inside out. And I got grooves over here on this side of the pan to let out all the steam. So the steam's coming out through the holes, and I got a hole in the lid itself. Now that lid was not for this pan. That's just something I just threw on there from around the house. And if you don't have a lid, another pan this size, this is a 12-inch pan, another pan this size flipped over the top of it makes a lid. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, time to get these burgers out of here. Look at those, beautiful. Now I got some well done guests tonight. So I want a little medium on there. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna scrape this pan a little bit like this. And then I'm gonna take our buns and get our buns in here. Just toast up some buns right in the pan there. That's it. I'm gonna let these buns go a couple of seconds in here, warm them up, and we'll meet you onto the table, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, steak burgers. End of season 3's chopping block. Let's show you what we got. Look at those guys. So first thing we'll do is just plate them up. So let's bring a plate over here. Let's get these beautiful burgers over here. Now I like to serve this pitmaster style. So what I'm gonna do is take a bun, get a burger on it. Let's get a little onion on that bun. So I'm going to lift this up and get the onion on there, just like that. Put that burger right back on there. Green fried tomato on top. Let's get some ketchup in here. Just like that. And then ketchup on the bun. Now the reason why I put the ketchup on top, because it's going to hold our blue cheese. So a little sprinkle of blue cheese up there. Just let it fold out into the plate. Just like that. And I'm going to get some greenery on this plate. So I'm just going to put this back up there. Let's put his hood on. And let's get some greenery on here. And you guys want extra onions, just throw them on there. And that's it. That's our burger. Let's spin this around. And let's get a bite of this. See how it is. That is fantastic. I mean, that's steak on a bun right there. You guys gotta try this. All right, we're gonna meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is. The ultimate steak burger. And we serve that with some fried green tomato, Southern style, right on top. Not gonna go wrong with this one. If you guys never had one of these burgers before, I suggest you try one. I think you will be quite impressed. We thank you guys. We enjoyed having you. And with no further ado, gotta get some more of that Pitmaster hamburger there.